Right guys, I'm going to do a quick chat over the top of this video about the Star Wars Battlefront beta, if you hadn't already guessed. I had a few little games to try and get the swing of things with this, because I've just, for the past couple of weeks I've been playing like COD or CSGO and stuff, and then going down to EGX and playing some games down there as well. I never got a chance to play this when I was down there, so automatically I jumped on the opportunity to play the beta, and straight away I was overwhelmed, absolutely overwhelmed by the visuals, the sounds. I'm a huge fan of the Star Wars franchise, so as soon as I got a chance to dive right in, I was like, this is great. The music, just the actual sounds of the blasters and stuff, it's all iconic, very iconic. The major fans of the Star Wars franchise will be, you automatically you feel at home when you start hearing this stuff. The music and the actual sounds and the visuals of Hoth, for instance, in the background there is fantastic. It's great, and I like how, talking about the weapons and the sounds of the weapons and stuff, I like how the game tries to stay true to the feel of the weapons. In a way, the blasters, as most fans of Star Wars will know, that the blasters are not very accurate. that stays true. They're not overly accurate as you may want them to be. You'll be firing loads and loads of times and maybe hit once or twice, and it can get quite frustrating. But it's trying to stay close to the Star Wars universe as possible there. And looking down the sights of the weapons as well doesn't seem to, in my knowledge anyway, in my experience, it didn't seem to affect the accuracy. Most games, if you look down the sight, you get a better view of the target, it's a bit more accurate. This didn't seem to affect it at all. The actual machines themselves, like the walkers, AT-AT or AT whatever, or AT-ST, the chicken walker, they just seem very overpowered. They're big hulking behemoths compared to you. So in a way that's really good, because the whole point of these machines by the Empire in the movies as well is to try and beat the rebels, who've got very little in the way of machines to try and help them out. So it's just trying to, show the power of the Empire in these games. But it can be a bit annoying, especially in the Hoth level. It can be very frustrating if you're a rebel. The whole thing is, I think it's 20 on 20 in this one especially. It's complete chaos. You're meant to have specific objectives, but from what I can tell, it seems to be more objective orientated on the rebel side rather than the Empire side. Empire, you can run around like a complete idiot and shoot anything like I'm doing right now, and just wasting my time shooting an X-wing. I've no idea why I'm doing it. But if you're on the rebel side, you have to try and hold those objectives, because then you get more chance or more time to shoot the AT-ATs as they're bearing down on you. That seems to, it's very, as a rebel, you need to really focus on that more than just running about shooting people, which you can. It's good fun, but sometimes the actual playing of the game and the visuals and the sound and stuff, you get carried away and you don't know what the hell you're doing. You're just like, nah, sod it, I'm just killing everything. I just want to, run about. And a few times in this level, this gameplay actually, I get a chance to go into the TIE Fighter. You saw it a wee bit before there, and I think I get a chance. I think I run back and get another one in a couple of minutes. I tried it with the controller, and I tried it with the mouse and keyboard. The controls in the mouse and keyboard were annoying, really frustrating. They wouldn't turn. Here we go. Here, I'm picking one up now. It doesn't turn properly. With the mouse, it was very sluggish. I tried to turn the sensitivity up. It's like whenever I try and turn, for instance, I'm literally just constantly trying to turn the mouse. I'm scrolling the mouse everywhere and stuff, and then And then I tried to use the controller, and the controller just didn't work. It just didn't turn, it didn't respond. So I was quite frustrated at that. That could have been done a bit better, but then again, that might just be my own fault, and I'm making excuses for the fact that I'm a shocking flyer and I can't do anything. But other than that, like, being able to get into a TIE fighter, I was so happy. I was like, yes. And I got into an X-wing in one of the previous games, and the controls in the X-wing were slightly, I don't know, it responded slightly better. And the A-wings are a pain in the ass to turn as well, but it's like trying to drive a bus. Or as one of our friends Jordan tried to explain it, is trying to fly a bus, which just makes no sense really. I don't know if they'll change that about, or if it's just my experience in the TIE fighter that's kind of annoyed me about that. But I'm being really pernickety about it. I don't know why. Probably nothing. I'm probably just gonna get stick and slated for being a crap flyer. Gonna move on to a wee bit of the competitiveness of the game, because overall, visually and sound wise, it's 10 out of 10. You can't go wrong. I mean, as I'm flying around, you can see it. Even the battle scenes in the background, it's just it's fantastic. I could just watch this for ages. It's just so nice. So 10 out of 10 for both of them. Probably a high 9, because sometimes there are a wee bit of clipping issues, but that's just because it's a beta. With the competitiveness, the game modes, you get the drop online. You've got drop zone. I think it's drop zone. And then you've got this one, which is the walkers, which is the battle on Hoth. And then you've got challenge, which is only the challenges are only 6 rounds of waves of enemies, and it's good. They could have done a bit more with the beta and given us a bit more in that, but I can see that's been a good solid bit of the game. But that aside, it's fantastic. But that aside, with the online part of it, which is very, very important these days with games, the drop zone level got a bit boring after a while. Just, I don't know, there was no variety. It was just, you run in as a character, you shoot about, you kill. It's the same as any other, it's like COD or Counter-Strike. You go in, you shoot each other. That's it. There's no vehicles, or very few vehicles. And this mode seems to be the more popular one because you've got it's Hoth. It's an iconic scene in the movie. Everyone's going to start playing this one. However, this is also slightly flawed. This one, I believe, the Empire in this is overpowered as hell. They're so fucking overpowered, it's unreal. As you see, Rebels obviously versus Empire. The Rebels can win. I have won as the Rebels several times, but it's only if I've got a good team, and only if they know what the hell they're doing. That actually leads on to my next few points. The teams are unbalanced. You need a good Rebel side to win. The walkers are way overpowered, but that's obvious because they're massive machines and you're just a tiny guy, and there goes Luke Skywalker kicking my ass. But that's going to happen. But whenever you link that with the spawning problems, I feel it as though it's spawning problems. The spawning in this, you spawn outside. I mean, the rebels, you're meant to be spawning. You're meant to be in a base, yet you're spawning outside. Doesn't make sense to me. Only about halfway through, then you start spawning inside the building. But then by that point, the Empire have a good hold on their spawn area, and they're walking around. They've got a good hold on where the AT-ATs are and where the AT-STs, the chicken walkers, go. They are pretty much camped right outside where your spawn points are, just firing lasers through the door, just camping your spawn point over and over and over again, just making it very difficult for you to go anywhere, to do anything. As the rebels, it's just very frustrating. I'm probably going to get a lot of stick for that. as well, because I'm just being very pernickety on it, picking up these points, and also fingers crossed that they do a bit more with the customization. I hope the full game has a bit more customization. There's very little customization in this, but it's a beta, so fingers crossed they can do a wee bit more on that. Customization isn't a bad thing. Like, customizing guns and weapons and stuff is not a bad thing, so hopefully they do something about that, because I don't think there's much on the way of gun customization. It looks to be more your loadouts, like you can have grenades or your ion cannons and stuff, and your bullets, or lasers. So overall, it's a fantastic game. I've got a few slight minor issues with it, but other than that, it's perfectly fine. It's a beta, it's going to happen. So hopefully they can change up a few things and make it the 10 out of 10 game that everybody's wanting it to be anyway. But the beta actually at the moment feels more like an early access sort of, you get to go into this game, and then in a month's time when we'd actually release it, we're not going to really change anything. That sort of deal that they've got going on. It's happened with a few other games before. So hopefully they don't do it to this one. Hopefully they do listen to their fans and change up a few things before they get a chance to release. But with only a month to go, who knows? I was going to release some more on this, but my recording equipment decided to crap out on me, so I lost about 2 hours of recording, which really annoyed me. So I'll try and get something up for more gameplay footage and stuff later on. I'm going to try and play a bit more later on tonight, which by the time this is uploaded will be a couple of days ago probably. So after I'll batter about my recording equipment, I'll see if I can get some more footage up before the beta ends on Wednesday, I believe. So you guys can see what it looks like as well, to play alongside other people. I've also got a few other videos planned for later on this week and next week. So anyway, thanks for watching guys, really hope you enjoyed listening to me waffle on and watch my awful gameplay in the background. If you liked the video, give it a wee thumbs up, and if you want to see more content, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what you think of the beta. Cheers guys, see you later on.
Do you know how you say mango tree in Japanese?
Mango tree.
Is it just mango tree?
Mango tree!
That's actually,
Genuinely. Talked to one of the guys in work, I was then, how'd you say mango tree? One wee trip to Google Translate later. And the wee Japanese word goes, mango tree!